Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? You understand what I'm saying? So it just depends on what level you own based on, whether you're human or whether you're immortal.
At ease. It's your boy Soul Immortal. When are we gonna stop sugarcoating our shit? In other words, when are we going to look at the issues in our communities, look at the issues within our culture, and call them what they are? You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest, I'm quick to call myself out first. You know what I'm saying? I can easily say that less than 1%, less than half percent of the people that are subscribed to my channel, I can easily say that less than 0.5% of those people know me personally, right? And when I say personally, I mean that either, we grew up together, we're from the same city, either we've had like a one-on-one consultation, either we're just friends from meeting on social media and now we have, a good solid friendship. You're a part of the power circle and we have open dialect. Only less than 0.5% of people know me personally, right? At the same time, 90% of people that have seen at least 3 to 5 of my videos know about my life story. You know what I'm saying? I've been divorced. I've gone through depression and wanted to take my life. You know that I've made poor decisions based on my mentality and hit financial lows. You know that I've been in toxic relationships and a whole list of other things. So I'm open. It's like I'm always first exposing myself in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Because none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. But at some point in time, we got to ask ourselves, when are we going to stop sugarcoating our shit? The thing is, and the thing that bothers me about our people, about us, man, the thing that bothers me the most is we want to be entertained so much. We want to be entertained so much instead of talking about real issues. Let somebody get divorced. Let somebody get cheated on. Let somebody, in celebrity news have some kind of downfall, lose a family member, anything. And brother, we feed on this stuff, brothers. And the thing is, I'm starting to think that we feed on this just to mask the pain inside of ourselves. I think as a people, as a whole, I think that we have so many issues within us that when we see somebody else take an L, we like to run toward that and feed off of it, just because it really lets us know that we're not the only ones that have some kind of low vibration about us, man. We love entertainment. We love the tea. We love the freaking tea, man. And we never want to talk about real issues, but at some point in time, we have to stop sugarcoating the shit, man. If I say that today's wifey is yesteryear's trash, tell me where the lies are. Tell me where the lies are. We've normalized women having certain issues. We've normalized women having multiple children, multiple fathers. We've normalized women showing, butts and cheeks on the gram and all this other stuff I talked about in the video yesterday. You want me to normalize that and not call it what it is? Am I judging? No. I've dated single mothers. I've loved women that were single mothers. I've loved women that had children by more than one man. But it still is what it is. It's like at some point we got to say, you know what? Okay, this is where we are. Let's not point the finger to say whose fault it is. Let's talk about fixing it. Let's talk about why. Let's talk about first, like, this is not normal. This is not normal. There's no way in the world a man should bring a wife into his life, But you have several other men that have had that same experience with her. That you have several other men, if not millions, that have gotten online and seen half-naked pictures of her. Y'all want me to normalize that? Yeah, y'all want me to say, y'all want certain brothers to say that that's normal? It's not normal. And it's not to put nobody down. It's actually to lift us up. It's actually to lift the generation behind us up. Because think about this. If we look at how people, the generation before us was moving, and we look at us now and the things we're doing, brother, if this pattern consists or keep on, think about what it's going to look like behind us. You already see brothers that in their 20s, they're talking about, let's not even talking about marriage. Relationships, people aren't even talking about getting together anymore, man. I'm telling you, man, at some point, we have to start talking about real issues. And the thing is, it's going to be painful. It's going to require a lot of people to get their toes stepped on, including myself. But at some point in time, we have to talk about it. We have to stop sugarcoating things, man. You know what I'm saying? You saying that men or that women are responsible for the whole. When somebody says that I say that I'm saying that women are responsible for the way things are, apparently there is a good 4 or 5 videos of mine that you miss. Because I'm saying that whatever the situation is in a culture, in a community, men are responsible. Because a man can't say he's quarterbacking. He can't say he's ruling the situation unless he's willing to take responsibility for all of it. For all of it, man. At some point in time, we have to stop sugarcoating it, guys. We have to stop sugarcoating our community. You can have one crooked badge. Take one life, one black life, right? And the community is going crazy. We're burning buildings down. We're marching across the state. We're chanting. We're singing Negro spirituals. We're doing everything under the moon. Raising 10 types of hell, right? In the same 24 hours, in the same city, you can have 10 black men take the lives of 10 other black men, and you won't even hear nothing about it. You won't hear nothing about it. Ain't nobody making no post on it. Nobody's raising hell. Nobody's picketing. And it's like, dang, it's like when you think about it, that type stuff doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And the thing is, it's almost like when a black man is in a position where he's taking the lives of other brothers, we almost put this brother on a pedestal. Even if he's doing time in jail for it, we still put him on a pedestal. And it's like, what in the cornbread hell is that about? Like, what is that about, man? What do you think the people, the generation behind us and the generation behind them, how do you think they're going to conduct themselves if this is what we're doing, man? We sugarcoat our own stuff, brothers. And until we, and our brothers and sisters, and until we call a thing what it is, until we start identifying our issues, whether it offends us or not, brother, it'll never get turned around. It'll never get turned around. Because when I'm talking about certain things, it's not to entertain nobody. It's not to make friends. It's not to gain followers. Because I understand that when I talk about certain things, I understand fully that, you know what? There's going to be more people unsubscribe to my stuff today than subscribe. There's going to be more people thumbs down in my stuff today than they did when I'm talking about, hey, this is how you get the bag. This is how you make money and flowers in peace type conversations. I'm fully aware of that. But at some point in time, somebody's got to start having a conversation. Somebody's got to, and not from a bashing type point of view. When I talk about women moving a certain way, it's not from bashing. I'm not coming from bashing, brothers. Matter of fact, I made a video talking about why I would never bash a black woman or any woman. To bash a woman is to bash myself. If I'm quarterbacking the situation, if I'm in charge of my territory, to bash any woman inside of that is to bash my leadership. So I don't bash, but at some point in time, we got to start calling things what they are. You know what I'm saying? if it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, you know what I'm saying? If you walk in a room full of nothing but sisters, right? Nothing but sisters. And you pick 10 random sisters. All sizes, all shades, all just a variety of women. You pick 10 random sisters. It's safe to say that I'm going to say 7 out of those 10 sisters that at some point in their life between the ages of 21 down to the day they were born, right? It's safe to say that 7 out of those 10 sisters were touched inappropriately. I'm going to say that again, man, because we hear this number all the time, but for some reason, nobody is talking about this. Nobody is talking. And I'll be honest, I was ignorant to the fact of this until I was about 40 years old. When I start looking back at like all the women that I had just as friends, some women that I dated, women that I had conversation with, I was like, man, there's a large number of women that had some kind of assault on them inappropriately, at a young age. And I was like, man, surely I'm just not the only one knowing these women. You can pick 10 women and I guarantee you about 7 of them, give or take, maybe more, will say, you know what? Yeah, Uncle John them came at me the wrong way back when I was 6 years old. Y'all will know this, but we act like it doesn't happen. We act like it's not even a thing, man. And when I say we act like it's not even a thing, a lot of us have brothers. A lot of us have uncles. A lot of us have people in our families that are taking our nieces and putting them on their laps and shaking them around and touching, and they're 8 years old. It's like, bro, why are y'all moving like that? I'm gonna tell you this. My nieces, bro, all my nieces, they know I love them to the death. I would die for them today. I guarantee you, none of them remember the last time Uncle Soul even picked them up. I'm talking about picking them up and they don't remember that. They don't remember it. As much as they know I love them now, they don't remember me, patty caking them and playing horsey on they don't remember that stuff. Because when my nieces got like around 3 years old, when they got to the point where they were walking and picking up toys and 4 years old and start to function like little toddlers, I knew at that point, you know what? There's a line that a man shouldn't cross with one. Even if it's my niece, there's a line that men shouldn't cross. You know what I'm saying? And we see it all the time. A lot of us know it's taking place in our families, and we turn our backs to it. And to be honest, if 7 out of 10 women in that scenario can say, you know what, this happened to me, then a lot of you brothers that are watching this now, some of you have to be on the other end of the stick. Some of you have to be the ones that I'm talking about, man. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Think about this. Put yourself in a formation of men. Formation of men. You look to the brother in the front of you. You look to the brother to the left of you, to the right of you, the brother to the behind you. At minimum, one of those brothers are going to be the type brothers that move wrong in that type scenario. One of those brothers, at least one, are going to be the type brothers that are maybe touching their relatives inappropriately. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us know this. If we aren't that guy, we know this guy. We don't even check it, man. We don't even check it. We see a lot of our nieces. We see a lot of our daughters getting touched inappropriately, and we don't even check it, brother. We much rather talk about what Will Smith and Jada are doing. We'll much rather talk about D Wade and them and what he got going on. When the world right around us is sugarcoated, it's simply shit being sugarcoated. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, man. But at some point, we got to stop doing it, man. I mean, men having multiple kids, right? Let's think about how many of us brothers have kids on all four corners of the planet, right? Now let me pause right here because I want to talk about something. Because the last few times I brought this up, I'll say this, like when I talk about Future, or when I talk about Nick Cannon having all these kids, and brothers will say things like, you know what, like, hey, these brothers are just blessing the earth with their seed. I'm gonna pause, man, and say, you know what? I'm gonna say, you know what? Like I can't argue with that. Like a part of me agrees with what you're saying, man. I get that. Because I ain't gonna lie. Even at this point in my life, I'm 45 years old. I still have desires to like have children and have, I still have a desire to have children. So I understand the feeling of men wanting to spread their seed and multiply on earth. I get that. And then I also tell myself this, like, I can't expect the world to think like I think. Like, I understand that having, growing up in a household and having kids in their house and wife and all that stuff, I understand that that's a Western type. Like, it hasn't always been like that. Like, there was a point in time where men had children in other places, and I'll say this, even though it's not the way I personally move, I understand men wanting to have children in other places. And I get that. But at the same time, most of y'all aren't moving like the Futures and the Nick Cannons. Most men aren't in position to take care of children like that. So when I talk about men having multiple children, I'm talking about the men that are having kids all over the place and not even taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? We can't continue to have children and not take care of them, because this is the thing. We always talk about the effects of young brothers not having the fathers in their lives. It's evident. You can go to any city, any community, even the best of neighborhoods, the prominent areas in your city. You can go there and see young men without their fathers and see how they're moving incorrectly. Whether it's stuff they don't know, whether they're just moving in a feminine energy, whether they're doing this, you can see the effects. So when I'm talking about it, I'm talking about it from a place of men having multiple kids, but not being in their kids' lives. Just having kids running all over the city. 7, 8, 9 kids. You never see them. Living in the same city. That's a real thing. Brothers really move like that. You know what I'm saying? Brothers really move like that. All I'm saying is this, man. All I'm saying is this in a nutshell. At some point in time, we have to start having real conversations. And the thing is, this is what we do. We're quick to celebrate our Benzes and our big cribs and our degrees and our jobs and our trips to Maui. We're quick to put this on a pedestal. But what a lot of us need to start doing is saying, you know what? Hey, let me show you what I worked through. Let me show you the trauma that I went through. Because there's a disconnect. If you aren't showing people the struggle or the things you overcame to get there, there's going to be a disconnect. You're not really healing the people. Don't just show them the light. Show them the dark side, man. Show them that you were touched inappropriately. Show them that you came out of a dysfunctional household. Show them that you had 2 or 3 kids and the decisions you made and how you changed your life, and now this is where you are. Those are the type of conversations we have to have. But the thing is, we first have to start calling the thing what it is, man. We have to start calling the thing what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that.